I've been wanting to come back so we can talk about this, which is none other the Fire Red and Leaf Green re-releases. So yeah, I already have at least a video explaining what I was hoping for, and now we get and someone was like, "Oh well, I have to tell you something. They said that Fire Red and Leaf Green is the ultimate way of playing these games," and it's like, well, here is my interpretation of what they actually said. I'm pretty sure you're thinking about, oh, when it comes to red, blue, yellow, green, red, let's go Pikachu, let's go Eevee, Fire Red, Leaf Green. Fire Red, Leaf Green is number one of the ultimate experience of playing in Kento. Wrong though. What I have actually heard was that this is the ultimate way of playing Fire Red or Leaf Green. If you play Fire Red or Leaf Green, yes, the original versions are good. The physical releases in 2004 is good. However, this one actually did two things that I said in the previous video that they actually has been confirmed fixed. You won't lose your legendary Pokemons. Not anymore. Yeah, the roar glitch is gone. It's been fixed. It's fixed. So there you go. Now you can pick any starter you want besides being like, I'm gonna play it safe and I'm gonna pick Charmander. It's like, yep. Even though it's like, what did a dumb idiot that was a friend once did? I think he killed Suicune. I think he just knocked it the fuck out. It's like, and you saved the damn game, you dumb idiot. It's like it's like he's not truly a Pokemon fan though. It's like that's the thing. It's like he was a truly Pokemon fan. I mean, basically from start to finish, he borrowed my red version, and then he got Ruby, and then I think he had Leaf Green, and I think that's where he ended. It's like, yeah, that's it. That's it. He didn't go even further than that. He went that far. And it's like, yeah, man, the guy's an idiot. Seriously, the guy's a freaking idiot. Oh, yeah, dude, yeah. Yeah, say it again. The guy's a freaking idiot. So, I think this is the ultimate way of playing Fire Red or Leaf Green, is what they meant. And spoilers, even though it's like, I think someone's already spoiled me a couple of times. This is gonna actually spoil anyone. Is that you're able to get the Mystic ticket and the Aurora ticket. Sadly, they didn't actually do what they did with Crystal, which now it seems like it's gonna become a trend now. And I'll admit what's the trend later after I finish this. Is the fact of well, you're able to still connect to the mystery gift, which I would have preferred that if you did beat the Elite Four, it just automatically gives you the Mystic ticket and Aurora ticket. I would kind of prefer that what Joe would have done was just like you have to still type in link together with all, and then you get those two. Just a nice little nudge being like, yeah, we remember mystery gifts, and the mystery gifts are just unlockable things that you can do with just only a code. Now, I would love it and I will try it someday of trying my physical original one because we have network adapters. We do not actually have link cables like one person thought. It's like, dude, we had network adapters. There could be a small glimmer of hope that I can actually transfer the Aurora ticket and Mystic ticket onto my Fire Red and even Emerald. If that is true, they figure out some way to do it, then you just got punched in the face, emulators. The emulator jerk asses, you got punched in the face. Because it's like, oh yeah, we got emulation and we can, it's like, dude, cool for you. But however, it's like, you still have the base game. You have to do some little trickery or whatever to actually do some extra stuff. All we have to do is just play the game. We can get Deoxys eventually, get Lugia and Ho-Oh. Like, dude, we don't have to do anything at all. We don't have to freaking do the whole egg thing, glitch and crap. No, we can just freaking play the game. That's all we got to do. Like, you have to do all that stuff, which it's like it seems kind of complicated. Like, yeah, you got to do all that stuff. It's like, man, mm, I don't want to do that with your letters and everything. I don't want to do that. I'm cool. I'm just gonna be cool about this. Would I love to get two Master Balls? Yes, it might be a smart idea, but I'm like, we'll be all right. But yes, this is the ultimate way to playing Fire Red and Leaf Green. Now, as for the trend was set thanks to Crystal. And technically, they didn't even have to do this. They didn't need to give us a Aurora ticket. They didn't even give us a Mystic ticket because we already got freaking Deoxys. They already made up for what happened back in the day. Now, let's talk about back in the day. Back in the day, we didn't really have much internet. So basically, to get it is that you have to travel to places. You have to travel to New York City or San Diego Comic Con. And well, they did travel to you, but only certain places. Because apparently, yeah, they did Chicago, cool. They did San Francisco. They did Raleigh. Is that one North Carolina? They did Miami, and they chose Tampa, not Orlando. Tampa. Jerks. It's like, yeah, so it's not every single city they go to. So they spread a little bit and hope that everyone will just travel around themselves, and then there you go. And it's like, dude, if it's hard for me to get my mom to go across town just for me to get Mew, which turns out that for some reason that Toys R Us said screw you. How do you think I'm gonna be able to get my mom to travel 3 hours or 6 hours to a freaking city just to get a mystery gift and then come back home? That's the only reason we're doing it. And it's like that's a waste of time. Why are we doing that? That's a waste of time. So it's like, yeah, so you can see why so many kids didn't get it. If your freaking city was called, oh, you are able to do it, man. And it's like, good for you. Good for you. Pokemon Rocks America or Pokemon America Tour, whichever you want to call it, is like that's the freaking crap that was for Deoxys and even for Lugia Ho-Oh. The Mystic Ticket or Birth Island, Naval Rock, Aurora Ticket. So for these, I'm like, a $20 admission each for these games is well worth it. They didn't have to give us those tickets, but they did. And that only means one thing. The trend they're going to keep continuing with the trend. Now what trend I'm talking about? Let's say if they're completely crazy, which I don't know, they might be crazy. I don't know. Give you what y'all guys apparently were screaming in the freaking end of the Pokemon thing of where, oh yes, I want to get Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald when they give those releases, which I don't know if they're gonna do that. I think this could be a one-off, not sure, but of course, considering they love money, 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 it could happen. Ruby has a mystery gift event, which is the Southern Islands. That can be given to us. Not sure if they'll do anything extra, which I don't think they will. I think the bonus thing would be the fact of where they'll actually go to Mirage Island and just up the chances of finding it. Just up the chances of finding it. If they do that, I'm like, whoa, extra. They allowed us to get a little bit more of a chance to see Mirage Island. It's like, hey, let's see. Hmm. I think it was that one. And then, of course, in Emerald, you have, of course, the Southern Islands again. You have Mew, you have Naval Rock, and you have Birth Island. Of course, they kind of already did, but we'll see how it plays out. Whereas, like, for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, there was always these rumors, and basically spin that rumor and turn it into Delta mission in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, which that was awesome. They decided to give us something more than what we asked for. And that was crazy. Crazy. So for Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald, if they actually will be crazy enough to be like, okay, and we give you Jirachi. Jirachi will be given to you like that. There you go. Congratulations, everybody. We gave you Jirachi in the game. It's like, you might as well. It's like, you might as well. They didn't give us Mew and Fire and Leaf Green, which Hey, that's all right. I mean, we got basically Deoxys and Mugen Ho. It's like I haven't experienced it. And for those who did experience, it's like, well, congratulations. You get to experience it twice. Congratulations. And not to mention, if you're one of the ones who actually had to drive to the location, to the place, to the city, yeah, that pretty much kind of sucks. Like, yeah, you live in the city, yeah, it's nothing for you, especially if you're in New York City. It's like it's nothing. You always, well, yeah, New York City, but as for New York, it's like that's gotta suck even worse. You're in the state of New York. What, you can't go to NYC because I don't know why your parents wouldn't allow you to go there. And it's like you had the mystery gift, and maybe you were able to beg them to do it. And the sad part is like you have to pick your battles because you can't always beg them to go get the mystery gift. But when you do, oh, that was great. That was awesome. So the main thing to talk about is just the fact that where it's like this is the ultimate version of playing Fire and Leaf Green. As for Kento, it's like, well, what exactly do you guys want? We already had Kento at least 3.5 times. Oh, sorry, 4.5, 4 times. Because we have, of course, Gold and Silver Crystal and Fire and Leaf. I mean, Hard Gold, Soul Silver. Technically, it's 4 times. Do you really want to continue on with this? Personally, I'm like, if we really wanted to do something, which I wish they did, I 100% wish they did, just go into the future already. Which finally with Legend ZA, they sure did. But I wish for Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, they did it as well. Because there's so many things, and I would love to explore this. Which let me just go and check out the roster of Kinto when it comes to gold version so I can make sure I understand. Because I was loving how I was just playing with this. Because it's something you can play with. It's fun. It's very, very fun how to play with this one. So let's see. So we got. Okay, so yeah, let me go all the way to Brock, which Brock is like way down below. Where is Brock? Jeez, where's Brock? Here we go, here we go. He's number 9. He's the first one. He's not the first one you go against, but anyways, let's see. So if we did have Brock, which I don't know, maybe you guys are just gonna be jerks and be like, okay, well he just has the usual thing. He got freaking Geodude and Onyx. However, I'm like, just change it up. It's been 10 years. I don't think Brock is gonna be there. Let's do homage to his anime counterpart. Instead, now it's his freaking brother. So yeah, we got his little brother now being a gym leader. And of course, again, it's a rock type gym, so he got Geodude and Onyx. You could bring Amistar, and I mean, you could bring Ammonite and also Kabuto. You could do it. You could. But I'm like, do you really want to do it? I mean, you're already treading the ground of Misty. And then, of course, as for Misty, Misty has everything else. The only difference is that, let's say Misty has, how about she has Psyduck and Starmie? There you go. She has Psyduck and Starmie. Then as for Lieutenant Surge, I guess he'll have Voltorb, Electro, Raichu, and should we give him Magnemite or Electabuzz? One or the other. Then, of course, we have Erica, which is like, do we really want Erica to still be here? We could easily just change Erica and give her someone new. But anyways, for Erica, I guess it'll be the same. No, hold on. It's like we gotta step them up. Hold on, let me step them up real quick. So that means that technically for her, yes, you got Tangela, Victory Bell, Vileplume. I don't know. It's like, do we really want to actually sprinkle some Johto in here? It's like, if we would have, I would just tell them that, hey, allow the other regions, allow Let's Go to be a full on DLC experience. Whereas, like, you're able to go to every single region on Let's Go, on the Let's Go series. So The next DLC will be Johto. So that means if you do that, then that means you could get Blossom as Erica's Pokemon. Jumpluff 2, maybe. Then after that, we have Janine, which Janine, why don't we keep what Janine has here? Crobat, Weezing, another Weezing, Ariados, and Venomoth. But I'm like, you could cut Ariados and you could just keep Golbat, and then there you go. Then for Saffron City, you have stop being a jerk, you freaking jerk. What the heck? Let's see. Mr. Mime? Sure, why not? Mr. Mime, Alakazam, and do we really want to give her Espeon? I mean, we could just like what can we give her? Two Kadabras again? Yeah, maybe something like that. Now here's the one that's like we gotta figure out what we're gonna do right here, which is Blaine. Blaine, his Cinnabar Island got destroyed. So he's now in Sea Cove Island. Which I'm like, so you have two scenarios here. Scenario one, he's able to go back to Cinnabar Island and recreate his place, but this time it's like a little bit different. Or B, he just demolishes Seafoam Cove or Seafoam Cave. Instead, now if you want to go to Seafoam Cave, you're gonna have to go in the back, and there is a either entrance or you have to go down a ladder, and there you go. Which is kind of funny. It was like, wait, so he's above ice type and water type Pokemon? Yep. Wow, crazy. So he has Macargo, Magmar, and Rapidash, which I'm like, mm, didn't he have an Arcanine too? You know, give him Arcanine. It's like, yes, anyways. And then last but not least, is, of course, Blue will still be present, even though it's like, well, and I think I know how you can fix it because I was thinking, like, how can we still let the Viridian City be the last gym? I was gonna say, oh well, he says, oh kid, you're gonna have to get better because you're not gonna be allowed in this gym. Bye, and lock the door. Or we could just do what happened to Sun and Moon. Be like, oh, the gym leader is not in today. He went somewhere. AKA he went to a Alola. So there we go. So then at the end, where you're actually in Verdia City, they'll say, oh, he came back from Alola region. Or he came back. But you know that it was Alola region, and then here's all of them: Pidgeot, Alakazam, Rhydon, Gyarados, Execute, Arcanine. As for the Elite Four, the Elite Four is the same old, but we have an issue though. It's like, what we're gonna do about freaking Karen? It's like we have for Will not to, which that could easily just be not. I think if you allow it to be DLC, we don't have to do any editing. Yeah, they'll just be like, "How do I get these Pokemon?" It's like, stay tuned. There's a DLC going to Johto, and of course, it'll be the same thing. The only difference is that you can't go to Mount Moon because Mount Moon is locked, and you can't go down the other route because it's locked. It's like, yeah, you don't get to have access to it. You need a certain pass or something. And of course, you have Lance, which Lance seems normal. Gyarados, Dragonite, Charizard, Aerodactyl, Dragonite. So if you were to do something like that, I'm pretty sure it would be a good experience. Like, yeah, I would like to experience Kinto, but I would like to experience Kinto in a little bit of a different way. Yeah, give me 10 years, allow Blaine to not just be in an island all alone, be like, the volcano erupted. My house has been destroyed. The Pokemon Mansion is destroyed. The Pokemon Center and the Pokemon Store has been destroyed. Everything's been destroyed. I'm the only one that exists now. It's like, yeah, we don't know what happened to everyone in Cinnabar Island. That's the sad part. It's like we know that there a volcano happened, but we have nothing on the whole thing of where a volcano's erupting, everyone evacuated. Blaine is just right there being like, no, no. It's either he's saying no or glorious. That volcano is glowing. Glorious. Like, sir, but your house. I don't care. Blow my volcano. Blow. It's like, oh my gosh, you idiot. Which is like, we don't know if he was happy it happened or sad. But I have to admit, when you go to that cave and just see him all alone, it's like, man, dude, so depressing. Very depressing. I think you should just give them Cinnabar Island back, but it looks different now. That's the only thing you need to do. Because, like, no matter what, there's going to have to be some hard work to build Seafoam Island or Cinnabar Island back to where it was or where it's going to become. And of course, the villains of that game, Let's Go Pikachu Eevee, if we're going like a new version that should have happened and not the one that we got, is Rainbow Rocket Returns. And I think we could even dive in back to the past. Because if you notice, there was something that was in the everything, especially in the deck, the trading card game, which is called Imposter Oak. So I'm like, what we could do is just sprinkle in the fact of where we have Giovanni coming back, aka Giovanni, the one from the alternate world. He said, I will return. So what he does is go to Kento. Professor Oak is traveling the world, so Kento don't know what's going on. Yeah, so basically you have either he has a person pretending to be Professor Oak and use him as a pawn, or B, he is the imposter Professor Oak. And he's basically the one that always is talking to you, like, yeah, here's a Pokemon and all that stuff. And of course, you have Blue, but Blue might be in Alola. But let's say the jerk one that actually is in the freaking gym and you would lock it. Maybe you change it, being like, yeah, it's like, and he gets suspicions, being like, wait, hold on. So you're saying that Professor Oak actually gave you a Pokemon? Okay, interesting. Well, goodbye now. And he locks the door, but we hear him say, I'm gonna have to make a call. Because it's like, yeah, Professor Oak is not in Kinto region. Professor Oak is who knows where. So that is an imposter, and he's getting suspicious, and he's calling his grandpa to find out whether or not he's here. So that's a cool sprinkle in there. And then I'm like, could we just have two people? Or he's not digital, right? It's like I don't think Giovanni is digital whatsoever. He's just from a different time. But the only thing is like, well, how does the story play out? He has Mewtwo. And I'm like, well, then I would say after the defeat that happened in Omega Ruby, Ultimate Sun and Moon, he lost control of Mewtwo again. Because, well, lost and whatever he got to control Mewtwo, and he's been in this wrong universe for so long that, well, this universe doesn't actually allow you to keep your Pokemon, dude. You were here and you created that place, and now you came here, and who knows, he might just needs to rebuild. And I'm like, okay, so if we're doing this, we gotta change things up. He's not going to be in Celadon City and in Saffron City and in the Pokemon Tower, which the Pokemon Tower turned into a music tower. So it's like, you could bring back music if you want. It's like, yeah, that's one thing that's like, that's interesting. It's like, yeah, Lavender Town did change. Don't forget about that. Oh yeah, don't forget there's a monorail that's in Saffron City too. Like, oh yeah. And of course, I guess you could bring the SS Anne back. That would be cool. Being like, yeah, we went to a voyage and we did a few more, but we're back once again, everyone. It's like, yeah, it's like that's kind of cool. So you make some things that is the same, but some things that are different. But I would say how this is going to play out now is that let's give the legendary birds what they deserve. Because they used to just be throwaways. It's like, dude, you got legendary birds. Okay. Hidden treasures. Okay. What about them? What's their story? What do they have? They got nothing. They got no story. They got nothing. The owner's just like, oh, they're legendary birds. It's like, oh, I can do that with Lapras. It's like, yeah, I can do that easily with Lapras. It's like, yeah, it's like, so it's like, finally, how about we give them a story? Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee I'm proposing is like, we're going to give them a story finally. Giovanni wants Mewtwo back. But to do that, he actually is going to get the legendary birds and use them to try to overpower Mewtwo to where he can get Mewtwo back. I would even say that maybe Mewtwo's also needed for him to return back to his other timeline, you know? Because, yes, just because he's back doesn't mean that he wants to stay in this universe. I would say we could even go crazy depending on what you want to do because one, we could easily make the showdown be like, oh, so you're an imposter. How dare you? And now you have Blue and you double battling Giovanni and Imposter Oak, or Imposter Oak that turns out to be Giovanni. And we have another dude that actually is his, I don't know, it's like his running mate, his secretary, his partner in crime, whatever you want to call it. And I would say the Imposter Oak, let's say Imposter Oak is just Imposter Oak. Then that means the whole entire roster that was cut because you're supposed to have a battle with Professor Oak technically in red and blue. You finally get it now. You get to have that whole entire team that person talked about saying, yeah, it was in the data. Now you get to have it in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee against the imposter Professor Oak. There you go. Congratulations. You finally get to fight Professor Oak. Even though it's not him, it is technically is him. It's technically a team that we didn't supposed to know, but we know thanks to freaking data miners. We could do that, or we could do the crazy part of Giovanni returning after all this time. And it's like, hey, hold up. I am not doing any crimes like this. I don't want my name to be slandered once more. And it's like, okay, kid, I'm going to team up with you and we're going to take the imposter version of me down. It's like, I am no imposter. I came from a different timeline. I actually had Mewtwo and have him again. It's like, oh, really? And it's like, that's what's going to happen. The fact of where now Giovanni has to clear his name, even though, yeah, I think he should be hunted down and arrested, but that never came up. I guess technically it's because no one knew it was Giovanni that was part of Team Rocket. Because if you think about it, red, blue, yellow, gold, silver, crystal. Have we ever heard anyone else said that, oh, Giovanni, he's the leader of Team Rocket? No. When it came to gold, silver, crystal, they're like, we're trying to get our leader, reach our leader again. It's like, yeah. I'm trying to remember. It's like, did the forecast, it's like, did he say, hey, Giovanni, come back? It's like, I don't think so. So it's like, Giovanni's identity connection to Team Rocket was never actually revealed. So for Rainbow Rocket to show up now, and it's like, oh dear, and now it's like people can now trace freaking Giovanni with Rocket slash Rainbow Rocket. He has to take him down and clear his name because even though yes he was part of Team Rocket, no one knew that he was a part of Team Rocket. But now, since you have this other version of him here, that equals everything's been blowing up. Which, even if, I would say, let's say that the dude succeeded, and let's say he's stranded here and he's trying to really go back to his timeline. As soon as he leaves and he did all this quote unquote damage, the real Giovanni will be like, what do you mean I'm gonna be under arrest? I didn't do anything. What do you mean I'm a part of Team Rocket? I was never a part of Team Rocket. And then you have all this footage and everything of the opposite other version of him doing all this stuff to where it's like, oh damn it. It's like, yeah, so if he's able to stop this one right here, he's able to defeat him, reveal that, see, it's two of them. He's not me. I never was involved with Team Rocket. This is a different timeline where I was versus him saying that I was a part of Team Rocket too, but I just abandoned it. It's like, yeah, it's like only people who are working as Team Rocket grunts knew his identity. Everyone else did not. Actually, I bet it's most likely the admins only knew that Giovanni's identity, I guess. Because the grunts would have said his name, I guess, but they wouldn't be that stupid, right? So I don't know. I'm just saying, if we would have made Let's Go this type of game where it's going to show the future of the Pokemon world, would you like to just, you know, replace some gym leaders? Yeah, you sure can. You got Janine, who already replaced. You could replace Brock. You could replace Misty. Could you replace Cinnabar Island? I mean, Lane, maybe. I would say it would be kind of interesting you replace Sabrina. Considering, let's just say that someone did something crazy and now the ghost type Pokemon are in Saffron City. And that's the reason why, because the new gym leader, it's like, yep, Sabrina just stepped down as gym leader, and now the ghost gym leader has rose into power. I don't know. But I will just say that this version of Let's Go, and you're able to do DLC of where you go to Johto for one DLC, you go to Hoenn in another DLC, you, excuse me, you go to Hoenn, you go to Sinnoh, you go to Unova. Don't know which one Unova you're gonna go to. I guess technically it'll be after Black 2, White 2. So it'll be Black 3, White 3, kind of. Either way, that's what I was thinking when it comes to the Let's Go series, and that's the reason why it should be a letdown for you versus the other crap. But as for the ultimate game, this is the ultimate game, the ultimate way to play Fire and Leaf Green. I can't wait to be done and see the Mystic ticket and the Aurora ticket for the first time. Because the only thing I get to see it is in the videos and on paper. I never actually got to see it like firsthand, eyeball to actual hardware on the screen, and there's the Mystic ticket. So for this to be $20 each and you get to have those mystery gifts, it makes it a whole lot worth it. So to each his own. They made sure they guaranteed you to actually get Raikou and Imte now versus having to save the freaking Master Ball. There you go. Congratulations. But the only thing I would say that no one mentioned is that alternating cave didn't change, which if that changes, ooh, see, see, this is why it's the ultimate version. But for right now, no one mentioned it, which I'm pretty sure is because no one actually tried to do it or checked to see if it actually changed.